you are still with us, and we are still there in Coronationville also for you at this hour, where our Lopang Alamu is monitoring those developments coming out of there. I see there's an impromptu briefing happening now. Let's take you there and listen in.
And some of the leaders, the Melissa, she's there. I had to come down in here to ensure that I assure the communities, as the communities that are concerned about what happened yesterday in terms of the action which was undertaken by the police. The police, they were ensuring that there has to be order within this policing precinct. I've spoken to the workforce, those who are deployed here today, or especially those who are in charge, the commanders, to ensure that they restrain the use of force. We know for the fact that the communities, they are angry because of the water reticulation or supply of water within this area. The councillor, Smoothie, is one of the councillors, but she's responsible for Ward 82. And we are saying, or from our side, we are saying, let the communities be calm. They have to ensure that the emergency vehicles must not be blocked, otherwise it's going to affect them, as the services will be provided to them. But on the other hand, it's critical and important that people who are providing the service for water reticulations, they will have to come on the ground and address this community. And having said that, we know for the fact that Johannesburg Water has to link up with the Rand Water, and of course from the city of Johannesburg. I've just dropped a call with our executive mayor. Our executive mayor have committed to say he is also concerned about what is going on here, and the executive mayor will make sure that he are sent to the public today with the officials, so that they can talk to the community how to address this issue of the water.
Would you agree, though, that police were a bit heavy-handed yesterday in how they managed this particular protest, because there are many people that were injured, including senior citizens that were injured?
I will not agree that much, because you use a proportional force relating to that. I think the thing which fueled this issue of saying the police, they were heavy-handed, is the media who fuel it, because they report and they put it as a breaking news to say there's a person who have passed on, while that information was not verified. These are some of the issues which is going to sit long with the community. These are the issues which will create hatred amongst the police and the community. So what I'm calling is that we have to ensure that we have the reporting which is responsible. But I've spoken to one of the community leaders, Melissa, to say cases should be coordinated, because the way they explain, it happened, and if it happened, we'll have to investigate it. And she have assured me to say she'll coordinate those cases with Ubaba Masondo, Colonel Masondo, and we'll take those cases. We'll make sure that we centralize them. And myself, as a provincial commissioner, will communicate with Melissa as well as the councillor in order to give a progress, so that we must make sure that there is a service which has to be provided in terms of investigation of crime. Councillor.
So, in terms of police visibility, the community today is quite alarmed, but such a situation, is possible where police can do or can answer to the call when it comes into this area. in cases where there is the case of GBV or violence that is quite vast in this area, they often do not see police visibility.
The issue of police visibility, we know for the fact that this area is having a police station, and that is something which is undisputed. And the police station is called Sofa Town, amongst you those who do not know. And that police station is having a workforce, a fixed establishment, which is based on the scientific research which we have put as to say how do we resource the police station. On that context, we have deployed the workforce, though it might not be 100% in terms of resourcing that police station. In terms of the physical resources, human and the vehicles, but there is vehicles which can serve this community. You are right, full so to say, the police has to provide a service for different kinds of services of which the communities they want, of which amongst them is a gender-based violence. Thus far, though, there is a blockage of the roads. As the police, we still move and assist the community, though to a certain extent there's a hindrance in terms of the obstacles which is put on the road. But when we look holistically in terms of those resources which we have put, one will say we have put the resources which can do the policing. And the other thing is that you must take note that except the human resource, except the vehicles which we have put for the police station, here in Gauteng we are applying what we so-called the whole government approach. This police station is also assisted by the Gauteng traffic wardens, is also assisted by Metro Police, is also assisted by your Metro Police, of which oftentimes I speak to say the Metro Police within the province. For two major metros, we're having over 10,000 workforce. Gauteng traffic, we're having over 4,000. Complementary to that, also security industry, we're working closely with them, of which we're having over 200,000 personnel. So to deal with crime, yes, of course, the police, they are primarily responsible, but we have to apply the principle of holistically and the whole government approach.
So what's going to happen now, given that the community is saying that they're going to continue their protest up until they get a resolution of some sort, or the mayor coming down here? Are the police going to remain here? What's the situation?
In terms of policing a public disorder, the police will be here. And as I've indicated to you initially, to say I've spoken to the commanders that they must restrain for the use of force. And I have said that the concerns which the communities they are having, it's a genuine concerns. Even the councillor, she's also worried, and she's part of the community in terms of the services for water. And I have ultimately indicated that I've just dropped the call with the executive mayor. The executive mayor have put that commitment that he is going to assent and make sure that he address the communities, and he will also coordinate people who are responsible in terms of water reticulation in Johannesburg, which is Johannesburg water linked to the Rand water, and also other officials, those who deal with the issues which are affecting the community here in Coronation.